What's up, good people? Your boy Dougie here. I guess DSP rages over the fact that he can't sell merch and milk his dents for money. He blames the trolls. Man, it's crazy. Shout out to Duty Streams for the video. Let's get right on into it. DSP like to blame everybody but himself, right? Make sure the volume right. I'll put the volume halfway. There we go. Dang, they don't put Rich in the intro. Come on, man. They don't put Rich in the intro.
I thought you guys said this was the guy. Snore. Yeah, he doesn't talk to me.
Let's Stardew Valley.
It.
I played like 40 minutes of Stardew Valley. It's hard. It seems like a chill game, you know, but it don't make no sense to me. I'm over here talking to people and doing, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just walking around and shit, just hitting stones. I don't know how to play that game, truthfully.
He doesn't talk to me. All right, I guess we got to go back home now. All right, so the story I was going to tell, those of you who've probably heard, some haven't. So when I became a full-time streamer in 2017, 7 years ago now, can you believe it's been 7 years I've been a full-time streamer? It doesn't feel that way, but pretty awesome.
All right.
Teespring, that's what they were called.
You look like a slave owner with that hat on.
Back then. Now they're actually called Spring, but they were called Teespring at first before they changed their name a couple years ago. They contacted me. They knew who I was as a streamer. Like, they knew me, right? And they reached out to me and said, hey, you know, you don't have any merch, and with your viewer base and everything, you could probably make a good amount of income just by selling some t-shirts or stickers or stuff like that.
What are the stats on merch and stuff, man? Because all these people try to push merch, but I've never seen nobody wearing merch. Have y'all ever seen anybody wearing anybody's merch? I feel like that's a loss of money. I don't see no gain from that. No one's wearing, from my perspective, no one's wearing the merch.
So why don't you come to our business, our site, create a page, and we'll help you design merch? I said, all right, as long as it's not a big deal. So I did.
The only merch people are buying of DSP is the burst of May 1st. That's about it.
Went over to Teespring when they were called that. I made my own merch page, and they designed t-shirts for me. I told them about what kind of games I played and stuff, and they said, oh, let's do it. And they designed a whole bunch of shirts. One was, oh, look. Now wait a minute. Hold on a second. Now they give me this quest after I just completed all those slime killings. Now they're going to give me this quest. That's pretty dirty. Seriously, that's pretty dang dirty that now I get this. But anyway, so they actually made a bunch of shirts. They made one that was like, I'm pushing buttons and it's just random directions and like punch kick for like fighting games. They made me like 5 different shirt designs. Okay. And so
my thing is with DSP, he's tacky. He's a really tacky person. Like, his ideas, the shit that he's like is very vanilla. So I wouldn't wear no merch from DSP anyway, unless it was the burst of May 1st.
And I have those shirts up. They didn't do so well at first, to be honest, because they were just kind of basic designs. Over the years, my fans would actually, who have great talent as graphic designers, some of them, made some shirts for me, some logos and cool things. And I put those up on the site, and they sold well. They sold well. I say probably for about a year to 2 years. Annually around Christmas time, I would get a good amount of sales, make a few $100 on it. You know, nothing crazy, but a decent amount. And there were mugs and things that people would buy. There was a hoodie that people liked. And so it went well for 2-3 years. And then what ended up happening was, sadly, my trolls, as you know, they get worse and worse over the years. And the more problems they cause for me, the more content that they make, right? So what they did is they literally organized.
You can't do that, man. You can't blame your trolls, bro. The trolls just didn't come out of nowhere. They don't just get these you know, these ideas pop in their brain randomly. You know what I mean? Like, everything that the trolls put out there and that they say, 9 times out of 10, that shit that you either said or done. I say a lot of this shit with wings. You can't just blame the trolls, man. If you don't want the trolls to say anything about you, don't give them anything to say. That's real shit. If you don't want the trolls to make anything about you, don't give them something to say. But you have, and you do. You know what I mean? So don't blame the trolls. You messed it up because you handle shit. You messed it up because you wanna, beg all the time on the internet for shit, and everything else. Make it. I'm gonna get into
2021, okay? And in 2021, they said we want to do something really dramatic to hurt Phil so that we have content. So what they did is they organized a campaign, and that campaign was, let's take all of Phil's worst moments. Let's take him making a bad joke from 2010. Let's take his old style of commentary, where a lot of the times there was a lot of sexual commentary, a lot of some racial commentary.
Come on, man. Stop with that shit, man. What's back in 2010? Who cares in 2010? You know what I mean? What are you? You're like 40-some years old. So in 2010, you 30 years old. I'm 30 now. I would not say the shit that you be saying. So stop. I hate when people do that. Oh, it wouldn't be tolerable if you were 5 years old. It's like, damn, what this little dude, what are you talking about? Let alone you 30 years old. Stop trying to make it seem like you this little ass toddler who slipped up and said some shit. No, you are a grown ass man in 2010. I hate that excuse. That's such it's a cop out, and it's a failed cop out. It's a failed attempt because nobody falls for that. No one cares. You were grown. You know what I mean? It don't make no damn sense.
That today would be considered too risque. No one would do that commentary today. But let's actually.
Well, keep it real. Racism is racism. So like racist shit is not risque. No matter when it was. You know.
Put that up in a montage.
And then not that long ago, you said a joke about the damn slave trade or whatever you said.
Of like Phil's worst moments. All right. And let's act like he literally just did that. Right? So they actually made this big
y'all remember, you ever see the movie Superbad? All right, if y'all follow them, that's one of my favorite movies. If y'all ever see Superbad, there's one scene when, like, people don't forget. Yeah, Phil. People don't forget.
Bunch of shit.
People don't forget,
and they contacted every single business that I was associated with. Twitch TV, Teespring, the payment processor that I was getting tips through at the time, as well as many other things. And they said, oh, here's the guy you're doing business with. And they all kicked me out all at once. Okay? Teespring literally deleted my page without ever contacting me. And I was
want
like,
nothing to do with you, bro.
And I contacted them and said, why did you delete the page? And they said, a violation of our terms. I said, what violation? You made the page, not me. Like, you made the page.
Yes, but you are you. You're the one who, you know what I mean? They did. Apparently they didn't know who the fuck they made the page for. You messed this up because of how you are. You thought you were, you know what I mean, that you could just chill back, say whatever you want to say. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Then, those jokes came back and bit you in the ass, as they should have. It don't matter how long ago it was, bro. You were a grown ass man. If you were 10, 12, I'm like, all right, it's a little jacked up what he said, but whatever, but you a grown ass man. Come on, dog. The things you say at 20, you know what I mean? 20, 25, 30, 35, whatever years old, as repercussions for the things you do and the things you say. Stop trying to hide behind the fact that you tried to say it was a joke. That's no better than the shock jock shit Wings be trying to say.
You made the merch. You're the ones who knew all about it, right? And then they said, well, we don't have any requirement to tell you anything. Seriously. They said, you are not allowed to create another page, and we don't have to tell you anything about anything. Too bad. Remember, this is the same time when Twitch removed me from
I like how in the background, because the game, you got the crickets and shit in the background, so that's perfect right now. Because DSP, we don't care what you're saying, bro. Crickets.
Partner program.
It's crickets.
Saying that I was using a hateful speech, and I said, tell me what hateful speech I'm using, because I don't use hateful speech in any of my content. And they also refused. They said, oh, we don't have to tell you anything. And I was like, so basically all these businesses collectively decided at once, what a coincidence, they all did it within like a month. They all decided that they don't want to have an association.
They all did it within a month. Which one is it, man? Did they all do it together, or was it all within a month? We talking 31 days here, Philium. What are we doing? You don't even know what the hell you're talking about. First, it was at the same time. Now it was all within a month. Come on, bro.
With me anymore. But like I said, come to find out, it was
They don't want to be
actually an
associated with
organized
you.
thing by my trolls because they wanted to have more content. So they realized if they got me kicked out of all this stuff, they'd have more content to make about me. So literally, it's not that they don't like me. It's not that at this point they have a point. Oh, he's, you know, I've changed for the better. I don't do that awful stuff anymore. My commentary has changed. My content has changed, right? For the better. They don't.
But you only, okay, because you said something about the, like, some slave trade or some shit you said not too long, literally not too long ago, for one. For two, you only, it comes across as you only do this because you only make this style of content because that's what's allowed. You know what I mean? Like, if this was still 2010 or whatever, you would still be making those jokes and shit. So people just ain't buying it. It's just not genuine. You're doing it because it affected your pockets. That's about it.
Don't care. They literally will make negative things in my life happen so they have content to make about it. You see? So that's
No. These people, like Duty, shout out to Duty, they're clipping you, right? So if you don't give them anything to clip, they won't have anything to clip. But you come on, you turn on your webcam, you do whatever, you do your level 1 podcast or whatever, and you talk about the shit that happened to you. That's your fault. You do that. Even if they're doing something, you know what I mean, outside of whatever, that's causing your life to whatever, no one is forcing you to come on camera and say this shit. So if what you're saying is true, then you are part of the problem because something will happen and then you give them a reaction. That's a bar. But it's real shit though.
You know, it's pretty ridiculous. So now it's like, well, should I sell merch? I'd like to. I would love to. I know right now that if I was going to make merch, probably some people would step forward and say, yeah, I'll do some designs for you or whatever, right? But
first to May 1st.
The moment I open a site, what will happen is these idiot trolls will do the same thing. They'll just compile the same 14-year-old shit that I did back then, and they'll say, here's the fill that you got on your site. And these idiotic companies do no research and don't really care. All they care about is, oh, we're getting bugged now. We're getting complaints and we're getting...
What is the research? They didn't make this shit up. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Okay, now this is gonna be an extreme example, very extreme example. I'm not comparing the two, all right? Let's say Hitler was still alive or whatever. He wanted to make content. And then he went to be a live streamer. And then he went to make merch. And then people was like, yo, you can't have him on. You know what I mean? Look at everything he did. Look at everything he did. They'd be like, oh shit. But then Hitler would be, oh, that was what? That was like 60 years ago. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how long ago the shit was, Phil. It don't matter. The racist jokes, the sexist jokes, you know what I mean? Everything like that. It's just companies don't want to associate with that at all. And those clips are out there of you. It doesn't matter how long ago this shit was. It really don't.
On social media, so we don't want to deal with this, and they just close it because to them there's no liability. Just close it. Who do they care if they shut you down and now you can't do business, right? So, yeah. So that's it. Like, I would love to do merch, and the funny part is,
at the end of the day, bro, it's about the bottom line. Keeping you on would affect the bottom line, because how the world works is that if they kept you on after knowing all them things, that it would turn into they support this or they support that. Everything that you joked about or everything that you were clipped about, it would turn into them supporting that. See, that's how it works. So companies gotta, disassociate from everything like that.
Once in a while, I get contacted.
Because they're not gonna ruin their money.
About 2 months ago, a company wrote to me directly and said, "We have this service, and there's different things that you can do. You can have donations through it." And I said, I don't need the donations. I already have methods that I can take in contributions for my content. But also, they sell merch on your behalf. And all you upload the designs, they make the merch, they sell it, right? So I said, yeah, let's do it. I said, I'm very interested in it. However, I want to make you aware of who I am ahead of time because I had a Teespring page for 4 years that they shut down because of my trolls. And this person, being very naive, was like, oh, your trolling can't be that bad. Don't worry. I said, oh, no, 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 no. If you were talking to anyone else, you'd maybe think that they were being like over.
It's not because of the trolls, bro. It's because of you. Without your fuck ups, there would be no trolls, right? So who's that ultimately on? If you gave them nothing, they would have nothing. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. If they are they keeping it alive? Yeah. They don't want you, they don't feel like you deserve XYZ. And that's their prerogative to feel like that. You know, based off the things that you said or whatever. And it's out there already. It's not like they, you know, you just do it to yourself, bro.
But what's the word? Like they were being scaredy cats or paranoid. No, no, no. In my case, this has already happened to me multiple times. So I even said, I said, please do some research and then write me back if you want me to proceed because I don't want to waste my time setting up a whole thing on your site, putting up merch, and then you just pull it down because my trolls complained within a week. And the person never responded again. And we had been going back and forth for like a week. They just never responded again after that because they probably looked it up and said, yep, yeah, he's one of the most trolled guys on the internet. We don't want to deal with that. And that's it. So I can't make merch. The only way I'd be able to make merch is to actually finance it myself, like actually pay to have it pre-made and then have someone mail it direct to you, which I can't do. I need to have one of these businesses do it. You know, they're the ones who have the presses. They're the ones that have the technology to ship it to you, the logistics. I don't have any of that. So that's the problem is I can't.
Phil is acting like he's this all godly dude who made no mistakes, who's just chilling, and people just got bored one day and say, hey, let's mess with Phil, right? I don't beg for money on the internet when I could be spending last time on WWE champions. I don't spend, you know, whatever grand on WWE champions. I don't do that. Oh, no. I don't spend 5Gs on WWE champions and then talk about how my toilet's broken and beg my audience to pay for the plumber shit. No, I don't do that. They just troll me for no reason. That's how he acts when that's not true at all.
I can't do it. I'm actually now locked out of selling any merchandise because none of these businesses will take on the responsibility of getting, but basically trolls complaining to them, right? So that they can make more content because that's all it'll be. They'll mass complain just to have another day. Oh, look, his shop got shut down. Ha ha, let's all make videos about it today. That's it. So it sucks, but there's nothing I can do about it. You know, unless one of these companies actually becomes not a pussy that bends to a fake cancel culture mob, because that's all it is. It's fake. It's not real outcries. It's them doing it on purpose to have content for their channels, right? So unless...
Man, I'm going to have to... I know there's some compilations out there. I'm going to have to watch a DSP compilation just to see how bad shit really was that he said. Because I know the things that Wings has said. I don't know that shit down pat. But I don't know. Like, the shit has got to be juicy if it's stopping him from, you know what I mean, not getting employment, but, you know, getting opportunities.
You know, we get that.
So I'm gonna have to watch a compilation of DSP.
There's nothing I can do, but they're all like that right now. You know what I mean?
Crickets.
Okay. Anyway, that was a little bit of a sidetracking. Big Boss, thank you for the super chat. Let's get you on the leaderboard because you are the latest super chatter. I guess Big Boss had bought one of the Dark Souls hoodies many years ago and really liked it. Because, yeah, it was like me, like Dark Souls style me on a hoodie or whatever. Yeah, it was a really good product. I know. Oh. Okay. Let's see here. All right. Anything else I should sell? I guess you guys had said it says on it what it is. So this is forage. Everyone, Dark Side.
All right, that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Look for a live stream tomorrow. I'm working in the afternoon, so I'm on a live stream somewhat kind of early my time. But I'm gonna look to be streaming tomorrow. Probably gonna stream. First thing I'm gonna be streaming is Probably some DSP shit, man. I gotta look at a compilation just so I can know specifically what he said. You know, just so the next time I watch DSP, I could have a little bit more, you know, intel. But that's the video. Until next time, peace.